Oh my god, here we go, a 30-minute video of my sexiness of a voice. So here we go, this is now Gears 5 once again, Act 3, Chapter 1, Fighting Chance. As soon as you start off the cutscene, look on the table to find your first of 5 for this chapter. From the last location, go into the office-like area. On the desk you will find your first component of 21. There is a total 152, by the way. From here, to make things simple, go from the last location, head down the stairs behind the check-in desk, I believe, because we are in an airport, so I'm going to call in the check-in desk for help and support. Once you grab that, continue round, go directly straight. Behind the luggage, you should find your collectible number 2. From the last collectible, go into the next room to the left. You have to use Jack. So look at the collectible, press the E button, and then Jack will grab the component 3, 4, and 5. Now once we get that, leave the area or leave this room. Head to the left side, go up the small steps, go through the metal detectors and go towards gate 1. Head directly straight into this office area, and at the back you will find component 6, 7 and 8. Well, not the back, sorry, to the left I should say, but at the back you will find a collectible. Collectible number 3. At the back of the room, pick up the collectible number 3. Finally, when you get outside to see Baird, he will say pick up this new item for Jack. Ignore him for now. Pick the component up to the right. This will be a single component. And then if you like to, you can speak to Baird now, where you can grab the last few components for this section. So next to the, I'll say the practice range or the firing range, next to the massive container, you'll see some luggage. And this will be your 3, making 12. Component number 13. Once you've spoken with Baird, get all the upgrades needed, and then you have to meet this old chap that I forgot his name. To the left of him, or to the left of the door once you enter this area, you will find the one single component. Collectible number 4. Get behind where the old chap is. You will find some barracks or some tents, whatever you call them, to find number 4. Components 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Look behind you, you will find a safe. Use Jack to destroy the gate or the code to blast the door open. Once you've done that, grab your 5. Now time to grab the last 3 components, 19, 20 and 21. So there won't be no more for this chapter for these components. The next chapters, I should say the next 2, I'm going to put them as all in one, because it's a pain in the ass and it's hard to, I have no idea what the hell is going on with these guides at Gears, so the collectible is just a shamble, I think. A right pain in the ass.
Skiff, is it?
So after you finish watching the cutscene, you'll be directed right behind the plane.
Okay, man. Before we go,
Go into the second hangar to the right that says number 2. Go inside to find your collectible number 5. Now, not that far away from the previous hangars, but if you see the hangars to the right of you right now, that's where we was previously. Go inside, go next. If you carry on further down and go right, you should see another 3 set of hangars. On the number 3 hangar, you'll find your component 1 to 5. I do apologise, I don't show me on the map, but the next map scene you'll find is pretty much exactly where it is. So as I'm located on the map, as you see, just head slightly down from the abandoned airport. So carry on down. Just to the bottom right of this section, you will find an abandoned vehicle with a dead person. Next to him, you'll find component number 6. I do apologise if I do take quite some time to pick them up, because I just forgot, pretty much, to edit it out. So near the abandoned airport, to the front gate, this is where you find it. I do apologise for this one. I actually done it a bit too quick with the map. I do try and keep the map up for a bit longer so you can pause the video. No point in me having it on for ages. So now we're going to go to the second objective. Now we're going to enter the water tower. This will be a secondary objective. So there is currently 19 collectibles. This will be chapter 3 collectible. For some reason we can get it in the open world sequence, so we may as well get it. So if you head into the water tower as a secondary objective once again, eliminate all the locusts in this area. Once you've done that, you want to go inside the doorway. It will unlock, or you have to kick it down, and then you find a resistance person. In this room right next to where she was cloaked, you will find your first of 19. 8 of 10 in the same area. Just leave the door, head right, and head right again. On the back wall here near the dead end, you will find your next set of components. And your next component, this will be number 11, a single component. In the same area, this time go back, head up the ladder. Once you help the ladder, grab all the ammo you can, go across the gantry-way, and then you'll find your collectible right there. Of course, you've got to use Jack. The reason why you see me using the AI now, because the AI is completely useless, because we got stuck on a boss. So I had to use the AI to actually do something properly. So once again, in the open world, just pause the video where the map is. You will find a bunch of scattered robot body parts, an ember, and you'll find a component located right there on the floor. Eventually, among you coming down this location anyway, this is a big massive bridge. Before going under it, you can actually miss this part, so it's not a big issue if you do. But yeah, it's located on the bridge itself. Not on top, just on the ground level. So this will be the city ruined. But before we enter that, you'll find some sort of like architecture buildings to the right here. So go into the middle, you will find component number 20 to 22. For you, it may be someone else, but for me, this is what it is. So now we're going to enter the city ruins. So it's basically the map, or the main objective, or the secondary objective, we say. So once we clear the locust to open this door using Jack, head up the stairs. You will find a collectible on the counter here. So this will be one of 3 parts to get one of the upgrades. Once you leave the door, head directly straight. Behind this wall here, sharp right, you will find a big massive flag glowing at you. Of course, this means you can pick it up to do so. From the same location, turn around and carry on towards the exit. Once you get into the last area of this secondary objective, pick up the component in the wall. Number 26. I'll try my best to avoid saying component a lot, because there is a lot of components. Go to the secondary objective, Harbour Docks. On the boat to the left or right, whichever way you're coming from, I've no idea. But yeah, on one of the boats in this Harbour Docks area, you'll find your 26. And if you go to the other direction, or the opposite side, you will find number 27. Number 28 to 30. So if you're looking at the harbour docks from a distance, next to these 3 massive pipes, can't really miss them. Very close to the harbour docks, on the wall here, you will find your next set. Now, from the same location, well, not really the same location, but if you just head down on the map, you will find an abandoned vehicle or abandoned settlement that's been ambushed and killed. As soon as you pick up this component here, you will get ambushed by a few locusts. Once you have dealt with the locusts, go behind one of the vehicles to find a dead soldier containing your collectible number 4. Here we go. Almost there. Head towards the pump station. Once again, it's part of the main objective. Once looking at the main door to the pump station, turn around, look in amongst the wreckage of the vehicles to find your next 3 components. Once you've done that, now enter the pump station. Go into the massive hole in the wall. Once you go up the stairs, head right and take another right, and on the boxes you see in the corner, you will find a single component that is there for you to grab. Now this is leaving or coming towards the pump station. This is coming from the left side towards the pump station. I didn't notice this until near the end of the act. So yeah, there will be a path going off once you're heading towards the pump station. Head off the beaten path to the left. You will find a component here, or the 5 components here. Just grab it next to the dead body. So on our way now to the rocket plan objective, but on the outside of the area you'll see a massive gun turret tower. I think there's 2 of them nearby, but I believe this one sticks out the most because it's nearest to the objective. If you look on one of the 4 sides of the wall, you will find your next few components. So like I said, just pause the video to see where I am. Now this is literally outside of the main objective rocket plan. This will be the chapter 2 area we're heading towards. This is not actually chapter 2 just yet. It will be soon. Next to the dead body outside before entering the area, you will find your collectible. Now once you have taken out a bunch load of locusts, I do mean there's a lot. If you go up right and go for the window here and take a sharp right, you will find your next set. Just like give you a big warning, if you happen to miss any collectibles during the main objectives, apparently you can enter back in them, but for me and my friend, we had a bad time doing it. So please make sure to do it now and not have to F yourself up later on. So now this is actually chapter 2. As soon as you go through the door, head up the other side of the steps to find your 51 component. Collectible 6. Once you go through a few doors and an elevator, in this room here, if my friend already picked it up, you will see a collectible located right next to the dead guy here. So this is the collectible that you will find. Moving on. Once you have pressed all the necessary buttons to unlock this door as part of the story, head down the stairs. Keep an eye out to the right hand side to go down the steps again. There is 2 sets of 3 components and there's 1 collectible. As you head down the stairs, take a sharp right. And if you look to the left, you will find the first one. Now carry on from the last location. Head down this way, and to the left hand side you will find another collectible located on top of one of the barrels. And now we're going to head back up. On this side you will find the next one. Don't really need to explain much what to do from the last location, but yeah, it's pretty simple. And there we go, that is 3 found. Now once we have activated the platform lift thing. This is where the main objective will tell you where to go. We ignore that for now and go left. Follow it all the way around until you find your next set of 3. Ta-da! Now once we go to the next main objective, you will be outside, and then you go back inside. You will find, I believe, 3 to 4 locusts in this area. Once you have dealt with them, stay to the right hand side, don't go left, because that's where you need to go for the main objective. But for now, just take the off path to the right, head up the stairs, go in this room to find yourself the next collectible. Easy peasy. After doing the other things, of course, you'd fight some more locusts, and then you head outside again. Before entering the main door in front of you, grab the components. Now once you go inside once again, go the only way you can. After you've dealt with the locust or before the battle. So before or after the battle doesn't really matter. I would prefer you to get this before the battle so it saves and you don't have to grab it again. So yeah, before the main objective door, turn right, so not turn right. So if you turn right, head to the dead end to find your next 3. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, this is after the main battle, or one of the battles, before the last components. Now, if you go to the the far right hand side in the corner here, you will find collectible number 9. I could be wrong, but I think it's literally after the battle for the last components. Now for this one, it seems quite far away, but it's not that hard to get to. Once again, it's all part of the story. So once you get here, head to the middle section, you will find a dead person holding one of the collectibles. So now, if you go directly behind where you found that collectible, in the back area, jump over the sandbag to find your next set of 3 components. Yay! So much bloody fun picking these stuff up. So much fun. Now, once you've done the next area, or the previous area, head down into the darkness. You will find a big massive hole in the wall. Ignore where my friends are going because he's trying to be an OG. And I told him to come back. The reason why I'm looking back, because there's a component back here. Because he is recording as well. So that's the next set. So now we can go into that destroyed wall. On the table you will find your number 11 collectible. Of course this is all missed and matched up because I'm not sure why they put chapter 3 collectibles before 2. To me personally it didn't make sense. So after you have defeated once again quite a lot of people, and is it a Nasha? It's one of them big massive fat things that fires sperm things at you. Can't remember what they're called off the top of my head. But yeah, after you defeat one of them, before you leave the area, make sure you find the component. So now, I'm not sure whether the class is chapter 2 still or 3, so I'm not going to name it anything. I'm just going to name it as the main objective. Because I don't know how they made this so confusing for the collectibles. Or what to name it. But either way, it's still a great game. It's just a pain in the ass doing this bit. As you enter the main area, just turn left and you'll find your component there. So now as you proceed on, do not enter the main building just yet as the main objective is telling you to. If you go to the right of the building, you can find your collectible. From my knowledge, after you beat this mission here, we do leave from the same area, so if you do miss it, you can get it on the way out. So now enter the massive hole in the building. Turn left to find your next set of 3. Also, this is the building, just a word of warning as well, this is the building that me and my friend tried to backtrack into because we missed one down component here. As soon as we entered, we wasn't able to proceed on with any of the stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm saying do it now, because you can't backtrack into it because it messes up. So for that one, that is literally as soon as you enter the area, before you go down the slide or the slope, you will find your component number 80 here. As you go down the slope, this will be an open area. In this area to the left hand side, it'll be quite dark, so you need Jack's light to help you. Then in the back area here, you will find the next set of 3 components. After you've done the next area, so once you go through the main door, this is where you'll be. You just carry on to the right, you need to jump over this platform here. And then before going straight, head right into the broken wall. You will find a safe that you need Jack to use. And then inside this you will find 5 components. So in this area, this is pretty fun. I thought this area was pretty fun. There is some locusts, and up here there's is it a siren and a bastard? Or if it's called, I can't remember what it's called now. I know it's a siren and that robot thing that shields them. Once you've defeated them, go into the locker room area that has the spacesuits inside, but in the back room you'll find the next set of 3. Once you leave and go outside, you have to do a few things first before getting here. Once you get here, I believe you can just shoot the lock and this door will open, or use chainsaw, I believe. But from my knowledge, I think you can keep the door or just shoot it. And then you'll find the component 5, there's 5 together in this room here. Now once we proceed through the hanging robot bodies, before moving on to the right side, if you look left, you will find the next set. Now, after this area is a pain in the ass. It's really a pain. Don't like it. Well, no, I don't dislike it. It's just not a fun area. Because a lot of things happen, and if one of us dies, you got to do it all again. But yeah, once you see the Snatcher, so once you see the Snatcher die, go towards where the Snatcher died. You'll find the collectible. You have to go that way anyway. So before leaving the door, do not follow that main objective. Go into the back rooms here to find your next set of 5, and then the next set should be 1 single component. I should really make a drinking game. Every time I say component or collectible, you got to take a shot. So once we have done all that, so this is one of the main objectives called Nomad Convoy. Once we have given the rocket to the air base, then we've got to come back out the air base, and this will be here. It's part of the story, so can't go wrong. Once you go towards the convoy, the first vehicle you see, go behind it to find your collectible there. Now in the convoy, if you go to the very, very back, after you defeated all the enemies, you will find 2 of these resistant guys, and next to one of them, or in the middle, you will find the next set of 3. Once again. So this convoy is not here until you do after a specific area. So this is pretty much Act 3 now. So once you raise the bridge, so from that main tower, this is the massive bridge. Can't really miss it. It is huge. And to the right side before going underneath, you will find your 5 collectibles here, or 5 components. If for some reason this is not accessible to you right now, it should be accessible to you right now. If it's not, then you still come back at a later date. Just remember this one. From my knowledge, this is correct and you can gain it now. So now once you go through the next area now, go to the artillery battery, secondary objective. So once you go towards the Act 3, I believe. So once you go inside, you will find collectible 15 and 16, and you should find an extra 3 components too.
Kate, found another LC circuit.
Nice.
That's it. Nothing else here for us.
Then let's head out.
Yeah, just ignore me picking it up again. Because I'm like Dum Dums, we missed this component, so we had to, well, I had to edit this back in the right order. So yeah, just to the right, you will find your next set of 3. Now, if you go to the far right before carrying on any further, use the skid to get here, outside of this cargo shipwreck objective area, you will find a dead robot containing a component. So now go inside, destroy all enemies in this area. There are 2 collectibles and 1 set of components, or 1 set of 3, I should say. So here we go. So head into the back room. Before going up the stairs, you will find your first set of 3 components, and then once you go up the stairs, you will find the next collectible too. Why is this so long? Damn this level to hell, or the act. It can kiss my ass. Never again I'm going to play this area and record it. I'll play it for fun. So I'm not going to record this ever again. So as we're leaving, you'll find a container to the left that is opened. If you go around the corner here, you will find your next collectible. So once you go through the tornadoes and all that good stuff, before entering the main objective to get the rocket, you will find a component. How many components? 1, 2. I think about 7 or 8 in total in this convoy area. So the first one here is on the first part of the section. Doesn't make no sense, but anyway, we go with it. So as we venture out, this will be located. This is part of the luggage carrier, so this should be the bottom of the plane somewhere scattered around. But I do it from the last location, so try and make things simple as possible. This one's not from the last location. I just shot myself in the foot. So this will be the main objective, where you have to go inside for the for this objective, for the secondary objective. If you go behind it, so it takes quite a while to go behind it. And all this way just for 1 damn component. Now go back round to the main gate, so to speak. Go inside, defeat all robots in this area. And in the main cargo hold of the plane itself, you will find your next 5 components. We are almost done with this damn act. Collectible 19, as we're doing the main objective now. The turntable objective. So in the last part of this area, you'll find collectible number 19, and you'll find the rest of the components here. This will be 152, I believe. Once you press this button, we can carry on with the game, and then you can finish this act, and I'll see you guys and girls in Act 4.